At 8,200 meters beneath the Pacific, an ROV recorded something moving toward its camera, multiple appendages. The footage cuts at 0:47. Scientists have not explained what interrupted it. That's number 1 on this list. 7 creatures, 7 cameras rolling at exactly the right moment. Stay until the end, because what that footage captured is the last thing anyone expected to find at that depth. A drone exploring a remote cave system in Yunnan province, China, captured 23 fossilized eggs in a single chamber. Here's the weird part. Nothing alive today nests like that. Not in caves, not in clusters of 23. Pterosaurs, flying reptiles that dominated the skies for 165 million years, nested on exposed cliff faces. But in 2017, researchers in Patagonia found 15 intact pterosaur eggs buried together in a single site. The embryos showed wing development beginning before birth. These weren't birds. They were flying reptiles that gave birth to flyers. Now here's where it stops making sense. The Yunnan eggs weren't fossilized at the same rate as the rock surrounding them. The dating came back inconsistent. The drone footage ends with a shape moving behind the rock formation. Whatever laid those eggs, the camera caught it leaving. Would you have flown the drone closer? And this is where it gets strange, because the next one wasn't found on land. It was found by accident, 600 meters underwater. In November 2018, a Norwegian research submarine conducting a routine depth survey of the Greenland Sea picked up an anomalous mass on sonar at 600 meters. The reading measured 94 meters across. It wasn't stationary, it was moving. Here's what most people don't realize. Giant squid have been documented since 1857. The largest verified specimen ever caught measured 18 meters. Sperm whales carry circular scars from battles with these creatures. Scars that require arms roughly 30 meters long to produce them. But here's what's actually happening. Marine biologists estimate we've explored less than 20% of the deep ocean. The organisms living in the other 80% are largely unclassified. The submarine's external camera captured 11 seconds of footage before the sonar contact disappeared. The footage has not been publicly released. Does that answer your question? And this is where it changes, because the next one wasn't filmed underwater. It was filmed in a forest at 2 a.m. Here's something most people don't know. Hypertrichosis, excessive hair growth covering the entire body, has been documented since the 16th century. The wolf boy of Liège exhibited full-body hair from birth, caused by a single recessive gene mutation. It affects fewer than 1 in a million people. Now here's where it gets interesting. A trail camera in the Bavarian forest, Germany, triggered at 2:17 a.m. on October 14th, 2019. A canine-like figure, moving on 2 legs, standing 2.1 meters tall, before dropping to all 4s and disappearing into the tree line. Think about that. 2 legs first, 4 legs after. No known canine species transitions between gaits that way. Have you ever seen something in a forest that didn't move the way it should? But what comes next moves above the tree line entirely, where nothing that size should be able to survive. A motion sensor in Makalu Barun National Park, Nepal, recorded a 2.4-meter bipedal figure crossing a snowfield at 4,800 meters elevation on March 3rd, 2017. The footprint measured 43 centimeters. In 2017, genetic analysis of 9 Yeti samples from museums worldwide confirmed most belong to Himalayan brown bears. Case closed, scientists said. At first, it looked like a clean answer. But here's what the report buried. The same researchers identified unknown genetic markers in bear populations above 4,000 meters. Markers that match no cataloged subspecies currently in existence. The sensor recorded the figure for 19 seconds. It didn't move like a bear. It didn't move like a human. No follow-up investigation was ever filed. Be honest, does that surprise you? And this is where it stops being normal, because the next one was confirmed on thermal imaging in broad daylight. Picture this. You're on a research vessel in the Gulf of Alaska, July 22nd, 2020. The thermal camera is running, routine survey, and then you see it, a cetacean. 27 meters long, pure white. Here's the data. The longest confirmed sperm whale on record measured 20.7 meters. This was 27. Albinism occurs in approximately 1 in 10,000 cetaceans. In 2011, a white humpback named Migaloo was documented off Australia. In 2019, a second one named Willow appeared in the same waters. You'd expect a creature that rare to be a once-in-a-lifetime sighting. But here's the strange thing. Researchers believe there may be a third, larger animal spotted intermittently since 2018 that matches no logged individual in any database. If that was your thermal camera, would you have reported it or stayed quiet? Now, this next one was never filmed at all. It was recorded by something that measures pressure, and what it picked up has never been explained. A seismic sensor array off the coast of Shikoku, Japan, recorded low-frequency pulses on September 11th, 2015. Source depth, 1,200 meters. No tectonic activity was logged. No submarine traffic registered in the area. Here's the number. The pulses repeated at 4.3-second intervals, consistently, for 6 hours. The Japanese giant squid, Architeuthis dux, produces low-frequency sounds during mating. The largest specimen ever caught measured 14 meters, the eyes alone, 27 centimeters in diameter. And here's what never made it into the official report. NOAA maintains a catalog of deep ocean sounds that have never been attributed to any known species. These pulses are in that catalog. Nobody has descended to find the source. 6 hours, 4.3-second intervals. No source ever identified. What was counting from down there? And now, number one, this is what we mentioned at the beginning. And this is where it stops making sense entirely. A deep-sea ROV at the Mariana Trench recorded an object at 8,200 meters on March 17, 2022. 12 meters across, multiple appendages extending toward the camera. The footage cuts at 0:47. Here's the thing. At 8,200 meters, pressure is 820 times what you feel on the surface. It crushes steel. Organisms that survive there are small, slow, and nearly inert. In 2019 and 2021, NOAA and the Schmidt Ocean Institute each filmed unidentified cephalopods in the deep Pacific, tentacle structures reaching up to 10 meters. Neither matched any known species. Both were moving away from the camera. And here's the crazy part. What the ROV recorded at 8,200 meters was moving toward it. The footage cuts at 0:47. No explanation has ever been given. What do you think reached for that camera? 7 creatures, 7 cameras, 1 pattern. Dragons nested where nothing alive does. Krakens moved at 600 meters. Werewolves transitioned between gates. Yetis left prints above the survival line. Moby Dicks exceeded every recorded length. Umibozu pulsed from 1,200 meters for 6 hours. And at 8,200 meters, something moved toward the lens. Cameras don't invent what they record. Drop the one you believe in the comments and click here for 7 more.